I don't think I'm one of those people. But gracias for your consideration.
Press X to start.
Uh, I don't have accessibility on.
Language. Menu narration English only. No.
Wow.
Cycle with left button or right button. Press back to return. Press next to continue.
Slightly larger.
Menu narration English only. No.
Thanks. Wow, that was very mindful. I love that accessibility feature right there. Very cool. Oceanhorn 2? Is Nobu
Menu
Uematsu
narration
doing it?
English only. No. Cycle with left button or right button.
Barks? Combat Bark. These are a lot of. Barely see the one on. Oh, these are just different. Oh, wait, 10%? I don't understand. Like, I've been installing this game. Oh, I was gonna. Whew. Hey, I gotta say, the music from the division is. Body type. Oh, oh. Yeah, do I want? 6. Ooh. I'm not going through all of it. The darkest I can get. The other dude was darker. My color. Nobody has black eyes. Record, so dark brown. Seem to make black eye. Hairs. Oh. Give me the fade. Weird options are. Neck tattoo. Yeah. Time, huh? Yeah. I don't like this. Facial hair I don't like. I don't like the face. Don't have to be. Continue.
Priority mission highlighted. Proceed to the marker.
Over here! Agent! Meet me at the gate. Agent! Follow me! I need backup! Jump over it!
Oh, wrong button.
Hostile threat detected.
Oh no!
Not now.
What? I didn't ask to do that. What? Are you kidding me? I'm not asking to go around the corner. Keeps doing that by itself.
those barricades and have someone radio patrols to be on the lookout for stragglers. Some of those bastards got away. I didn't expect him to attack so soon. You okay? If this keeps up, we're gonna have to relocate. Come on, help me with this. We're stretched too thin to protect everyone here. Not again. Get to the waterfront! That can't be right. This is a distress code. The coordinates for Washington, D.C. How is this possible? Get down! Everybody get down! Someone has to stay. We can't just leave these people here. Whatever happened, it needs to be fixed or it's all over. You go! I'll do what I can here. Go!
Did you just decide you were going to another state in the middle of a fight?
We took things for granted. We expected coffee in the morning. We expected free Wi-Fi. When those were taken from us, we survived. When communications broke down, the trains stopped and the internet went dark, we survived.
But when the pharmacies were looted and hospitals shut down, asthma became lethal. And with no police to protect you, did you own a gun?
Did your neighbor?
Some survived.
We are a resilient species. When our society collapsed, we found ways to go on. And now, for the first time in centuries, what we want is also truly what we need. In the face of disaster, we helped each other.
We built new communities in the ruins of the old. We adapted. We survived. Established a new normal. But there are also those who build nothing. Create nothing.
Hyenas preying on the weak. They've made our world bleed. But we don't stand alone. A brave few have sworn to protect us and save what remains. They unite us.
Remind us that we are one people. They are our shield and our light. But if that light goes out,
Who can save us then?
It's been 7 months since the outbreak. We still live in fear of the virus, green poison. The real danger is out there, waiting.
So I ran all the way to DC. Where was I at? What happened to the fight I was at? Where did I go? Where was I at in the first place? Was that New York?
The base of operations is under attack.
Oh, we
Hostile
started with
forces have
the...
reached our southern perimeter. We are in need of immediate assistance. Repeat, need immediate assistance from any nearby agents.
I have to hit that thing at least once. Oh, magically at the White House. What's going on, Zol? How you feeling, bro? What's up? What's up? What's up? I don't think rewards are gonna spawn in just yet. Huh. Dope, dope, dope. Just trying out D2. You know, if Destiny's not gonna grow, Destiny. Anthem's not gonna grow, I need to find a new main. Even though, just like I thought, people asked me to play, but people aren't here to watch. So, except for you, Zoe. Appreciate it. But, yeah, like I thought, people didn't want to watch this. What did I miss at that first marker, though? Yeah. I kind of figured it, though. American was convincing me for days to play this game. I don't know. I know it's... I know this probably isn't going to... Pretty sure this isn't going to be it. We'll see. I'll give it a fair shot. It's only been 30 minutes. If I remember correctly, there's some. Here we go. Ooh, shotty out. Dang it. How do you not die from a grenade? Tell me that. Tell me how you didn't die from a grenade. Ugh.
All government personnel, the White House is under attack. This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill.
Oh man, the voice acting in here is kind of bad.
Our job is to make sure nobody comes up from behind. Just keep your goddamn eyes open.
You didn't see me? Of course he did, yeah.
Get out of you. Who do you think you are? Come on, low, low. Please, motherfucker, please.
Should have been a headshot, but okay.
I've got eyes on a Division 8 heading north toward the White House. Looks like they've cut down a group of hyenas and are headed this way.
Agent, if you can hear us on this frequency, keep pushing forward and blindside these bastards.
Remember, I got stuck here in the beta because it bugged out. Damn it. Come on, shotgun. Came through the car, not above the car. That's satisfying. They bettered that animation. Pretty cool. Bro, panicking. Trying to load that gun fast, boy. I'll just use this. Worried about when the shift is over, bro. You almost just died. You worried about the shift? Old did you? I don't have no mask on, but I can stand in this green stuff though. Crazy. Oh wait, where's the tennis courts? Tennis courts. Where's the tennis courts at? I think it's on the... There we are. Marksman's rifle. Oh. Finally, just like they showed in Division 1, they actually allowed this to happen for Division 2, even though it's not exactly the same. Almost the same. There we are. I think that was it. Question is, where's that audio tape? My controller does this by itself? I do. I smell good. Smell like that before I got here. Yeah, I think you should call it. Gone. You've been doing that forever. And she doing it so casually. Yeah, he gone, lady.
Hey, thanks for the help out there. You should check in with Manny, our coordinator, upstairs in the blue room. And come by here if you ever need help with your tech.
Need help with my tech right now. Excuse me. What's going on, Cacao? How you feeling? What's up? You don't even feel like
this is you. Welcome to DC. I'm Manny. I run comms. I'm guessing the division alert brought you here? Damn glad to see you.
Where did I come from though? I was in the middle of a fight.
Ever since the JTF imploded, the city's become a playground for murderous fuckheads. There are several main factions.
I'm not very motivated to play
Anthem. You suck up whatever the big dogs miss. A few civilian settlements are still holding out against all this.
It's hard for me to find
They need
motivation.
more help than we've been able to provide, especially since the division network went dark.
I don't want to play this either.
That's Kelsey.
But I'm giving it a try, like
She's one of the
somebody
last
said.
surviving agents in DC. She's operating at the theater settlement on a priority mission. You should go check in with her. If anyone knows how to get the systems back online, it's her. Oh, and introduce yourself to the locals while you're at it. It'll comfort them to know there's a new sheriff in town.
Basically, if you look in the Discord, all the stuff I was talking about before, I just recorded it and put it on Reddit. If they see it, they see it. If they don't, they don't. It is what it is. But
By the way, Agent,
before I can attempt to move on from Anthem, I had to say my
set up with
piece.
division tech. You're gonna need the edge.
You know, I really think that if they just allow us to earn coin for kills, and they fill the store up with armors, we'll actually have something to play for. And they don't have to put it in the game, it's already there. With the turret or do I want the drone? Pulse. You're not telling me what any of these. I know what the seeker mine is. Firefly. What is the hive? Door. Armor. Fiver. Tracks targets and attempts to maintain line of sight while continuing firing. Fender. Collects incoming bullets. Bombardier. Turret. This is traditional. Assault turret. Flame. Sniper turret. Okay, so pulse. That used to be basic, right? Oh, that's all good, Zoe. How GTA? Some? I mean, I might. I want to play what people will watch, and somebody said they would watch The Division. Maybe they're not available today, but I'm watching The Division. I mean, I'm playing The Division, and I mean, I'm just giving it time. It was $3, so it was worth it. I guess it's worth to take the risk. But I already know what this game is about. And if you guys will want to watch it, I play it. But yeah. But I also want to play something that's fun for me to play. Right now, Anthem released. Because I essentially am playing for nothing. This kind of sucks. But right now, I need to figure out shield I'm on around. Looks like an offensive drone. Oh, the blinder. Burster. Okay, so either the drone, the hive, or drone, or remember the seeker mine. The pulse is so important though. And I would watch GTA and even Marvel Spider-Man. You know what? I had Marvel Spider-Man, but I gave it to my cousin for Christmas. I didn't have anything that Christmas to give, but I gave it to my cousin. And I streamed the Marvel Spider-Man a lot last year, but nobody watched it. But okay, I'll keep that in mind. I actually do like to play Spider-Man, and I'm planning on buying the Gold Edition and playing the DLC. So that's actually a better bid than the Division, to be honest. So the drone fixer is five. Is I think it's five. Five. Oh, but this is the same as the fixer, though. Rainbow Six. I do have Rainbow Six on the PS4. So that is another option. I would enjoy Rainbow Six more than the Division. That's sure. That's for sure. Send out micro repair drones that expand themselves. Do I want to repair or do I want to? Do I want a drone? I do want a drone. Okay, I've decided. Drone. I'm gonna go drone because I want it to be able to move too. Okay, for sure. I'll put Rainbow Six up there. Want my healing on.
See ya.
See, now in Division 1 the map was like this, except you couldn't see yourself on it. I want what they promised in Division 1 when they first had the trailer, when you were still in the world, but a hologram of the map came up from your feet in the world. That was legit. They still haven't done that though. I always love the map system in terms of the GPS though. Yeah, like what's the point of adding my body this time? No, I would rather it be still in the room, like just on the floor. That would be legit. No, yeah. Yeah, I do have Division 1 and I played Division 1 from the jump. From the jump. Yeah, I'm not really digging this. It says visit my stash, but it hasn't told me where the stash is at. So, I mean, it's just so many things that I already really don't want to play this. Luckily, I just remembered where the stash was. But it really didn't, like, I played the beta, and the beta was exactly like this. But it doesn't introduce me to the world very well. Like, you start out somewhere random. I thought I was in DC, and I'm running around and I'm fighting. Cool. I revive somebody. Then it's like at the docks. I didn't know we're by water. Apparently we're by the docks. And then they're like, oh, we're being attacked. Get down. And it's some ships. that are bombing us, right? So it's serious. This is a serious fight. It looks like we're about to lose this. We can't fight any battleships. Oh, one of us has to go to the distress signal. We're in distress right now. We can't spare anybody else. But you go to the distress signal. Why would you try and send me to a distress signal when you're being mortared from some battleships right now? And you're sitting here shooting at a battleship? What are you shooting at? Because it's dark. We barely saw it. And then I actually leave. And then if I wasn't in DC, where was I? Or was I in DC? I don't know. Then I run away, and then magically I'm in front of the White House. Did I run all the way here? How far did I run? Are they dead? Did I abandon that post? It's just, and this is within first 5 minutes. So, I still want to give this a fair chance, but I won't be doing it on stream. What is all this stuff? Inventory. Caches, which are called care packages. Got it. I remember these. Apparel cache key. Uh-oh. Membrane. Mask. Backpack. Mask. Okay. Yena. Yena. I'm gonna switch this bad boy up. We finna switch this up. Whoa, they gave us an update for this? I don't have space for the update because I downloaded the Division. Not looking good for you, buddy. Not looking good. I really want to play that though, but I don't have my VR set up right now. You can install update. Doesn't even have the whatchamacallit. Are you kidding me? Copying. Okay, so this is what we gonna do. We gonna let that copy. That bad boy's not. Acid. Oh, excuse me. Man, this feels so much better because I actually want to play this. Mon enthusiast. If you start GTA, I will help you with getting money and doing missions and stuff. Oh, I played GTA when it came out, even on the PS3, and then I got it again for the PS4. So, I will keep that in mind because I haven't done all the heist. If we have a 4-man squad, I definitely do it. For GTA 5, just because I've done all the heists, but I haven't hosted all the heists, so it won't let me queue up like other stuff. It's crazy the way they set that up. Like, I've done Pacific Standard and everything else, you know, the basic set of heists, but then when it came down to me wanting to play it, it went all the way back down to the prison breakout because that was the last one I hosted. So, but I will keep that in mind, Cacao.
Let's see what I've got.
Hard and dire.
So long.
I'm not in the mood for chat.
Guardian. I like this game. It's kind of like a Dark Souls with guns. It's very nice. It's very light. I don't want to call it Survivor. It's like a dungeon crawler, but with guns. So, and I'll show you what it is.
Need any ground?
So there's a story that goes through it, but the whole gameplay loop is you go out, you go to different worlds, you kill enemies, you defeat bosses, you get the unique items off of their body parts, kind of like Dark Souls. You get like a dark heart or a dark arm or an eyeball or whatever, and you come back, you make it into powerful weapons. that'll help you go out and defeat enemies more. And then there's the dungeon is procedurally generated, so they keep mixing and rematching, and different bosses come up. And then when you beat the game, you can re-roll the entire world. That gives you a different combination of enemies. The map changes again. Different vendors open up and disappear. And then depending on how you defeat each enemy, like once there was a tree enemy, we defeated it. We got one weapon. Yesterday, Mac Will and I, we defeated it by shooting his legs, and then we got a different item, which was a mod. So how you defeat the enemies depends on what you get.
Take care then.
So yeah, it's imagine if Dark Souls was post-apocalyptic, but with guns, you know, and a little bit of mystical energy. Yeah, 60 million. 60 million is not a lot in that game. Not when you use $250,000 to fire a laser. Oh no, this came out sometime at the end of last year, I believe. It was on sale this holiday for $28, which this is totally worth $28. It was nice. I think it's only about $40 like now, because it's digital only. You can't go in the store and buy it. I definitely don't regret this buy. It got good reviews, and they're still patching new stuff in. It's really nice, and it's made by the same people who made Darksiders. That's why it looks this way.
Great.
Like it has this aesthetic. Like I defeated like a boss, and that's how I got this. I got a piece of it that I turned into this gun. I really like this gun.
Where did he come from?
And it has a mark system just like Apex. Saw your brother. I hear too much stuff around me. It has melee too, but melee is very secondary. Yeah, and you can play it with 2 other friends, so they can be squads of 3. And then there's like armors that you can discover and puzzles that you can solve that'll get you armor and weapons, and it's really dope. Let me make sure that the mix is right now. Ooh! That sound means that there's a boss coming. There he is. It's a big guy. Damn it. Run. I'm so slow.
This ain't good.
He just tanked everything. Shoot. Okay, now it's just me. Yeah, you can't kill those. There's another one somewhere. Can't kill those until they're down. That was it. Any mage, warlock, wizard characters. So what they do is they start you off with 3 classes, and their classes aren't real, or that's the bad way to explain it. They start you off with 3 kits, right? So there's one that you're able to heal, called a ex-cultist. There's another one that's called the Scrapper, which is kind of like the shotgun wielding in your face. And then there's another one that's just like a mid-range. So, no, there's a long range, there's a mid-range, and there's a short range. And then there's one that does, you know, detection and perception, which is the long range. Healing, which is the mid-range. And then the short range is about offense. But the reason why I'm explaining it that way is because there are no classes. Anybody can equip anything at the same time. So yes, you can kind of build your class that you want to make, but it's all going to be surrounded by, you have, on your character, you have guns, right? And then some guns come with mod slots with special, with like ults. The ults aren't tied to you. The ults are tied to your weapons. And depending on what ult you have on your weapon, depends on what the weapon looks like and what it does. So with the special ones that you get from defeating like bosses, you can't change them. But for like this one, my hunter's rifle, I could change it to a different ult. And you get these ults from loot in the world and from enemies, things like that. Like from enemy pieces that you can craft. So with that, no, there isn't like like a mage, a warlock, or a wizard, but you can get mods to put on your weapons to play in different ways. There's different armor sets, and then there's different items you can equip. So it's more like Dark Souls, as in there isn't like roles that you can play, but anybody can kind of equip anything at any time. Well, if you're familiar with Dark Souls, you're going to die a lot anyway. So this game isn't about not dying. Like, there's no penalty for dying in this game. You just have to go back. Yeah, there are no penalties for it. That's just, it's a special right here. It's a black hole generator, so it sucks in all the enemies, then it explodes. Do shoot, but I'm out of ammo.
That was rough.
So ammo is not abundant in here. Enemies drop ammo, but you can run out of ammo. Ammo is not shared amongst people, so therefore you have to communicate with people like, hey, do you have ammo, etc., etc. Yeah, if you didn't like Dark Souls, I didn't like Dark Souls, but I like this game. It has just enough differences that I like it. That's BS. How he jumped through the floor? Come on. I don't feel like playing this by myself though. It's kind of whack by yourself. It's fun, but it's better to play with other people. Cal, by the way, this is a weird flex, but okay, I have played the Marvel like 7 times 100%. Yeah, I've done it about 3 or 4 times myself because it's that good. Like, it's that good of a game. The only thing I was kind of irritated about was, in my opinion, it seems kind of clear that they at some point had Black Cat storyline done, but they took it out and put it in DLC. Because the first thing I completed was all the Black Cat stuff because it was so interesting. Even though all I was doing was, oh shoot. What is that? I gotta kill this little slug thing before it gets away. That's the real brain. It's a slug. Oh, it's 2 of them. The slug is getting away. Damn it. I don't know. It might be. It has some kind of lore connotation. Some kind of, not fairy tale, but it means something because Remnant either means zombie or something like that because they're always related to zombies or something like that. Let's see here.
Yeah, get it!
Yeah, Dark Spirit makes more sense. crap. What's going on, Zoe? I did play Apex. Just wasn't a lot of people that were interested in watching it at the time. And I'm not the best at Apex, let me say that too. The last time I played Apex was during Halloween, and it was really fun. Like, the fact that when you died, you basically turn into a wraith. Like, you switch teams. Yeah, I thought that was really fun. Night, Cal. Thank you so much for coming through, man. See you later. Yes. Devouring loot. What's that? They get mad, do they get stronger or something? Exactly. That's that's what I'm going for, man. But it's really hard to find. Anthem was just a perfect balance, and it was a fun game. I liked it. You know, I was able to grow on it, and I want to be able to still do that. But currently, Anthem doesn't look like it's gonna do that. Currently.
Oh God, what is that?
Damn it.
Yeah, get it.
Yeah, or at minimum, they just give us something to play for, which I say armor's already in the game. Like, I was on Reddit because I posted my video on Reddit, and I'll post the link in the Discord, but I've been having some really good conversations with people, and some people are like, well, they should put armors in the game for like directly as like rewards for missions, and I'm like, but that's more time. You know, that's just more time. And I'm like, hey, one person even says, oh, like, you know coding? Like, why don't you explain it like I was 5 and tell me about how to remove the loot table and the UI? And I'm like, well, first of all, the UI, the store is already in the Forge. If nobody recognized it. Like, featured is just featured. The store is already in the Forge. Go to the Forge, go and look on your Ranger, go to appearance, go to helmet, and switch over. It's going to say buy, and then it's going to have one armor there, at least it is for me, and it's going to make it available for me to buy that one piece of armor. Just actually allow the rest of the armor sets to be in the store. That's to just put them all there. And then, instead of XP when you get to level 30, just give us the coins directly. And then now we have aspirational content. Now we have something to play for. We have a reason to get to level 30 so we can get all these coins and get all these armors, and like we have a reason. Hateful, I like it, man. I like it. It's by yourself, unless you grind really hard, it can be kind of stale. But I like it, man. I do. I like it. I got it for 28 bucks, even though I shouldn't have did that. Because what you do is that heart that I took out of there, you only have so many of those. Like the game is just well crafted and it's put together. I got it for 28 bucks on sale in December. But this game is nice. I like it. Yeah, I mean, it got some good reviews. People were pleasantly surprised. It is not a big open world sprawling game, but what it does very well. And it's satisfying, you know. Like me and McWill, we hop in and we just play. We just play. Johnny 1967, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Gamer's Paradise. Please do me a favor. Down at that link below, put your gamer tag and your platform in that Discord. That is our private Discord just for our community. Put your IGN down there so we can play with you anytime you decide that you are looking for a group. No matter what your platform is, Xbox, PC, or PS4, we have people in our community who would love to play with you. Welcome, Johnny. I appreciate that, man. So, these stones are very important. With these stones... and when I touch this stone, all the enemies I've killed will respawn. Zoe, thank you so much for the sub, man. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, this stone right here, all the enemies that I have killed are going to respawn. So it has a strategies to it, you know, but it's also going to give me all of my heals back. And when you play co-op is where this game really shines. So those heals, I also have to have them because I can't heal other people without them. Like I can't res other people, and it'll give me all of my bullets back. I can also teleport to different places, but as soon as I touch it, all the enemies behind me will respawn. But I definitely want to do this because there's a boss ahead of me. And this is actually my favorite boss, if it's still him. He's really gross, but it's my favorite. All the maps are procedurally generated, so once you roll the world, it will never be the same twice. The bosses are procedurally generated, and there's multiple rewards you can get for killing a boss different ways. Yeah. This is actually, if this is the boss that I think it is, he's my favorite. He's really gross. I'm doing great this evening. Thank you for asking me. Thank you for that. Oh man, always, man. Like warm, chill vibes is what we're about in this community. 100%. You hear it? Like listen to the world building. I love this guy. He's pretty funny too. What you really have to be careful of is the jars. There are enemies inside of the jars that he has. I've never lost that boss battle. What's also crazy is exactly like it's it's a very Soulsborne kind of game. The bad thing is I lost all of my ults because you get ults, you get multiple ultimates that you can put on different weapons. So and some heal, some give you stat bonuses, some boost your weapons. But using your weapons is how you build up those ultimates. So with my pistol, I could summon 2 skulls to help me out. And with my rifle, this is a locked ultimate, so I can't change it. Thank you, man. I fired a black hole at him, but I guess since he's a boss, it doesn't matter. So, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna change my weapon. I don't want Hunter's Mark. So, and the best thing is, he throws his hammer. Like, and it scared the shit out of me when he first threw his hammer at me, and I dodged it by like this much. But if you break the jars around them, there are enemies in the jars, so you're running around trying to keep from breaking the jars and keep him from breaking the jars while doing damage to him at the same time. Ooh, that's the hammer throw. I heard him coming.
I'm in trouble.
Don't throw it. Yeah, this game is really hard by yourself. It's really hard. The bad thing is, what I was trying to do was I was trying to summon my skulls. But I just didn't switch my weapon back. And there's so many different weapons like I don't have. There's like a corrosive beam weapon. There's a flamethrower weapon. There's different machine guns. And you have to find them or get the loot. You find them in the world, or you can kill bosses and loot their body parts to create them. Yes, I didn't know he could do that. That's legit. Oh shit. Ugh. And there's a stamina bar, of course. His butt and his head is the is his weak spots. Damn it. Destiny? If I said Destiny, I meant to say Anthem. I didn't mean to say Destiny, but Anthem reminds me so much of Destiny 1. I get them confused. Destiny 2 is on my radar as well, but if people want me to play it, they'll have to ask for it. I only had one person ask for it, which is Bear. But that's another one I'm not really sure about. And I think it's because they come so close to giving me what I want. It's frustrating when they don't actually give me what Where are you? Where are you? There we go. Oh, that was moving so slow. Ooh! Come on. Come on. Yeah. Dang it. Such a delay when it comes down to that dodge. Hi, hateful man. See you later, bro. Get some rest. Thank you for coming through. Oh. That update's probably done. I was gonna see if some backup is on. All this update. There we go. Man, personally, Cyberpunk 2077, Godfall actually looks interesting, but that's on the side. Horizon Zero Dawn 2, Ghost of Tsushima, Spider-Man 2, God of War 2, Final Fantasy 7, the Superman title that I believe Rocksteady is working on that nobody wants to confirm, not confirm, confirm, not confirm, confirm. But that's just my opinion. Watch Dogs Legion. I'm interested in seeing what's up with that. Yeah, that's usually. I think those are just off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure there are more that if they come up, I'll be like, ooh. I think that Darksiders should give Strife his own game because he's worth it, and I'm not too into the isometric Diablo style. And I know every Darksiders game has its own style, but I prefer the Darksiders 1 or Darksiders 2 style. Darksiders 3 was too much like Dark Souls. I didn't like that. And Darksiders 4, much like the like Diablo. I understand the strategy. I just don't think You know, when your player base gets used to the first and second style, and you change styles that we aren't interested in, you kind of, I don't want to say betray your player base, but you know, you're forcing us to bend out of shape in a way and play a different style that we don't prefer, that wasn't the case for the IP, just to get the rest of the story. So, but I really want Darksiders to give Strife his own standalone thing. Yeah, I got some nice ones, man. Some nice ones.
Now.
Ooh, he didn't run into the pole like I counted on him. He just like, I counted on him and hit that pole like he did last time. But he didn't hit the pole. Come on, I dodged that. So you guys see what I mean, that it's like Dark Souls. It's a lot like Dark Souls. Like, you gotta get boss rhythms together. You gotta know their attack patterns. The thing is, with this boss, the more that he destroys, it adds more ads, and you can't see. So until he destroys all the walls, it's really hard. hit one of my skulls. Got it. Yeesh. So I couldn't do that without my powers. And you see how I didn't get anything from him? That's because I already have his weapon. If I would have killed him in a different way, probably by shooting him in the butt more than shooting him in the head, I probably would have gotten something else. Like something different. And that's the basic gameplay loop. So I've done this this world before in somebody else's world, so I know like how the story goes beyond this part a little bit. What you do is you do this. You go back to Ward 13, which is your headquarters, and you convert your loot. And like he would have given me a piece of himself, and I would be able to make a mod or a weapon out of it. And then you upgrade your weapons, you upgrade your gear, your armor, or your weapons and your armor, and you do it all over again. It's a pretty straightforward game, but because it's so straightforward, it's easy to enjoy. Like, you don't have to worry about, you know, different types of like strongholds or seasons or anything like that. It's a very simple gameplay loop. The vendors here can sell you consumables or crafting materials. And then I will go to her.
Yeah? Better be worth my time.
So rattleweed or petrified maul. We got this from the tree enemy before we got a mod, but because we defeated him differently this time, because we blew off his legs, he gave us a hammer, which is a weapon, right? So I can take the unclean heart, the hive stone, the twisted heart, the shade wood. Shade wood I think may have came from him as well. And that's a mod, so it encourages replayability.
We're done here?
And this is what I think Anthem doesn't have right. Like, these are the same worlds and the same bosses, right? But the reason why I'm okay with replaying them is because I actually get rewards, and I can play for the rewards. And the different play that I do, the different strategy and the different tactics, and the more I experiment with how I play, I'm rewarded with different materials, with finding different things. I'm rewarded with different guns, different mods. So this one's fun, but it's much more fun with other people though. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I started a little late today. This was a 2-hour stream, but I thank you so much for coming through. For those of you guys who followed and who subbed today, Zol, my G, thank you for the sub. Johnny, welcome. Golden Track, welcome. I believe you came in through overnight. Golden Track 80, thank you so much, and I appreciate you guys for your support. If anyone here would love to support the channel, you can support it for free just by hitting that heart icon up in the right hand corner. That is how you follow us and join our community, and it does help grow our community in the channel, and do different things on the Twitch platform. Or if you're watching on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button and join our community, and hit the like button. That also helps the community as well. So thank you so much. I'm probably going to stream tomorrow. I am going to stream tomorrow. Might dip back into some Anthem. If you have some time, join our conversation on Reddit. I made a Reddit post under BioWare Please, just talking about one more change I think that would keep Anthem alive. You know, in its current state, not asking for any more rebalancing or changes, just to allow us to earn coin through gameplay. And I think that would make a world of a difference, in addition to adding all the armors in the store, so we can actually fully enjoy Anthem what it is, instead of it being drip fed out after it's quote unquote being put to sleep. Yeah, so anyway guys, thank you guys so much, and I will see you tomorrow.